Welcome to Birmingham General Cemetery, a Grade 2 star listed cemetery located in Birmingham's historic jewellery quarter. Known now as Key Hill, it was opened in 1836 by a group of non-conformist businessmen, that is, those who are not members of the Anglican faith. It was Birmingham's first non-denominational cemetery, the object being to provide a burial ground which would be open to those of all religions and faiths or none. Key Hill holds a range of intriguing catacombs and a wealth of funerary monuments, on which are recorded many of Birmingham's famous and influential residents. With stories as diverse as that of Shakespearean actors, Victorian poets, industrialists, politicians, radical preachers, the first female journalist, and the inventor of egg-free custard. Many of these residents were essential in the establishment of George Dawson's civic gospel, the ethos of which was an ambitiously inclusive culture where everything should be for everybody. This movement helped the people of Birmingham create a reputation as a trailblazing modern city. In partnership with the Everything to Everybody project, we would like to tell you more about these Victorian do-gooders.
Here, in Section R of Key Hill Cemetery, is the burial place for John Davis Mullins, who was born in London in 1832. At the age of 25, he was appointed as librarian in charge of the old Birmingham Library in Union Street, being one of 126 candidates for the job. In 1860, this library amalgamated with the new library in Temple Row West, as plans began to be made for a Birmingham Central Library and reading room. A central lending library and art gallery was opened in September 1865 on a site to the south of Edmund Street and west of the Town Hall. Mullins was appointed as the chief librarian. A reference library followed a year later, and within 8 years there were 3 branch libraries and the Shakespeare Library. The first donations were received on the tercentenary of Shakespeare's birth in 1864 and were housed in a special room in the Central Library completed in 1868, on what is widely observed to be Shakespeare's birth date, 23rd April. The exact date of Shakespeare's birth was never recorded. This library, housed in the new Library of Birmingham, now holds 60,000 volumes, archives and manuscripts, allowing the continuing study of Shakespeare and Renaissance drama. In 1879, a workman tried to unfreeze some gas pipes in the Central Library and set alight some wood shavings, which led to an inferno. The Birmingham and Aston fire brigades fought the fire heroically, but the library was virtually destroyed. Even the mayor helped to smash glass cabinets to save 500 precious volumes in the Shakespeare Library, including the first folio. After the fire, John Mullins considered retirement, but was persuaded to stay on and rebuild. A temporary library was replaced by a new building in 1882, more branches were opened, and it was a huge success. John Mullins retired due to ill health in 1898, when the library held over 233,000 volumes, and he died 2 years later in 1900. His lasting legacy will be his work on cataloguing the Shakespeare Memorial Library contents in 1872, which his obituary in the Birmingham Daily Post described to be unique in its completeness and comprehensiveness. I hope you have enjoyed this brief insight into the people buried here in Key Hill Cemetery. If you'd like to learn more about the people buried within Key Hill or Warstone Lane cemeteries, or if you want to find out more about the Everything to Everybody project, you can go to links in this video's description. If you'd like to help us to continue with our work, you can donate to the Jewellery Quarter Research Trust's GoFundMe page. The link is in the description, and all the proceeds will go towards the production of more virtual tours.